I have a confession to make. It's been really bothering me for quite some time. Actually, a few years, a lot of years, and I've never fully owned it. I've been trying to run from it for as long as I can remember, and it feels like it's just something I can't fully accept, but I feel like I have to just face it. I feel like I have to just face it and confront it and confess it. So I'm just gonna come out and say it. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything that there is to know everything when it comes to drawing, when it comes to music, when it comes to just life. And I know it's crazy to say because it's who is perfect? I mean, at the same time, there are artists who I look up to who seem perfect. Someone who comes to mind is Artgerm. If you don't know, Artgerm is, to say he's an incredible artist is an understatement. And it's very much a love-hate relationship with looking at his art because it's so incredible in terms of like his form, his shading, his rendering, his style, his proportions, his anatomy, his everything. But at the same time, seeing him at that level, whenever I draw now, it just feels like I'm always comparing myself to him because I know that that is doable, that his level is reachable because he has reached it. But every time I draw and when I look at what I'm doing, I can't help but just be disappointed and frustrated that my art doesn't look as good as his. My head is too big, my chest is too small, my legs are too long or they're too thick, or my arms are too small or they're too long, and the perspective is off and my foreshortening is off, and I should have made that line better, I should have made this line straighter, I should have made that line curvier, I'm supposed to curve the bump out this way. Why don't I still know my anatomy after studying for all these years? That's all that I can think of. And it's crazy because if I just took a step back to look at how I'm drawing today versus how I was drawing a few years ago, I would see how much I've improved. But it's like, because I'm so focused on what I want to reach or where I want to go, I'm not even realizing that I've already come quite a long way. And that's a problem. That's a problem because if I was looking at myself as someone else, like let's say there were two of me, and this second person, I was looking at them and I would see where they started from and I'd see where they are today, I would find that super inspiring. I would, because I'd be like, you've improved so much. You've learned so much. You've dedicated so much time to just get to where it is that you are. And all I would see was how far that they've come. But all that they would see is how far they still have to go. And the fact that they're still not there yet. And I think that's just crazy. I think it's crazy, I guess, on an outside perspective, from an outside perspective, to just completely overlook yourself as an artist, just as a person in general, because you're so focused on where you want to be, as opposed to taking some time to appreciate how far you've come, how far you've grown, how much you've grown. And I think that that's one of my biggest hurdles. It's one of my biggest stumbling blocks. It's perfection. It's perfection. I want everything, absolutely everything, to be perfect. I want the perfect lighting. I want the perfect camera. I want the perfect camera stands. I want the perfect angle for the camera. I want the perfect video idea. I want my drawings to be perfect, because I don't want to draw something and then have it be wrong and then teach it wrong to millions, well, possibly millions of people. Let's be real, millions of people aren't watching my video as of me making this right now. I don't even have 10 subscribers. I literally just made 5 subscribers, I think today, or it was yesterday, one of them. But the idea that if I upload a video to YouTube and my anatomy is wrong, and I teach it to you wrong, and everyone else who's watching it, I teach it to them wrong, that scares me. It scares the crap out of me, honestly, because I feel like that would be so irresponsible of me. Who am I to come on here and tell you this is how you should do things, or this is how I do things, follow me, and then I'm showing you the wrong thing? What if I show you the wrong thing and then you have to unlearn it? And I guess my biggest fear is you figure that out later on, and you get on here and you tell me, oh, you taught me the wrong thing, and my whole life has been ruined because you said that the legs should go like this when it actually should go like that, or the arms are this way but they're actually that way, or something like that. That's like my biggest fear, which is why I'm so focused, or so caught up with just having things perfect. That's been the biggest reason why I haven't been posting. It's perfection. It's like I feel like I have to fully, thoroughly, perfectly, strongly grasp the concept of absolutely everything there is to know about drawing the body before I can make a video, and I'm coming to realize that just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's not realistic, and funny enough, oddly enough, no one else is doing that. I have searched so many videos on YouTube of how to draw, whether it's the body, or it's the eyes, or it's a face, or it's foreshortening, or anything. How to draw anything. And everything I've noticed, well, not everything I've noticed, but what I've noticed in practically all of the videos, all of them, is that they're not perfect. They're not perfect. I would see some videos and I can tell this person is like they just started. They just started drawing. And because of how the lines are, because of how the proportions are, like I see myself years ago in that person's level of drawing. And I would never in a million years think to get on YouTube and tell people how to do that. But they are. They are. Like every time, it's like I have this idea in my head that everything needs to be a certain way in order for me to post, in order for me to act, in order for me to do anything, in order for me to feel like I'm worth listening to, like I'm worth even being able to get on a video and say something and share something. But that's literally just me. It's just me. It's all in my head. I am my own biggest enemy. I get in my way so much. It's actually ridiculous. I wish I could like kick myself out of myself, because it's me. It's me who's getting in my way of everything. Of absolutely everything. It's not my parents, it's not my siblings, it's not my family, it's not some person outside, it's just me. It's just the person in the mirror, or the person that's in between my head with all these voices that are telling me you can't do this because you have to get this right first. And then when you get that right first, you still can't do that because then you have to get this, that, and the third thing right. And then once you get all of those things together, then you have to wait for this perfect moment, and you have to do this, and you have to get this organized and this in order, and it's like this blaring voice that's just hindering everything that I do. And I really just need to stop listening to it. And the thing is, I see the merit in it. I see the reason that I have that voice in my head, because it's coming from a good place. It really is. It's coming from a good place. It wants things to be perfect. What's wrong with something being perfect? Don't you want something to be right? I guess that's a better way of putting it, to understand it. Don't you want something to look right before you act on it, or before you do it, or before you share it? You know, I want things to be right. I want the lighting to be right. I want my artwork to be right. I want my anatomy to be right. I want my lighting to be right. And then when I have things right, then I can go ahead and post things. I can go ahead and teach things. I can go ahead and do things. And that makes sense, because why wouldn't I want it to be right? Right? But the thing is, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be right. I've seen thousands of videos online where they're teaching and their figures, they don't look right. They don't look right. They look imperfect. The torso's too long, the legs are too short, the lines are too scratchy, and everything else that I'm telling my own self, or is letting myself get, or is letting I'm letting myself let it get in the way. But the biggest difference between myself and them is essentially not even art level. I would think that it would be that, right? Like, okay, maybe I've got a few more years under my belt. I know a little more about anatomy. I know this muscle goes this way and that goes that way. But that's my alarm is going off. See, this right here is what I'm talking about. Up until now, I probably would have just cut the entire video because of that right there, because of that imperfect moment. I'm not supposed to have an alarm go off in the middle of a video. Are you crazy? Now you have to retake this entire thing over, and you have to get it right, and you have to make sure that you say everything right with the right inflection and have your script. But I'm tired. It's tiring just having to do all of the things that the voice in my head is telling me that I have to have in order to be able to do anything. It's like I'm just planning to do something, but in all of the planning and how thorough I want everything in the plan to be, I end up just never doing. I end up just planning to do instead of just doing the doing. And I feel like that would be such a shame to just come to the end of my life and realize that all I've been doing was just planning to do things and never actually doing anything. But that's where things seem like they're headed if I don't drastically change something. I have to just start doing imperfectly. I have to start doing imperfectly. That's the biggest difference between myself and all those other YouTube artists or just creators in general. While we're both imperfect. We are both imperfect. They're arguably even more imperfect than I am. But what they have that I have been lacking is action. They don't allow that imperfection to stop them from sharing whatever it is that they have to share, because there's value in what they have to share. And I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I myself can't even understand how there would be value in some of their videos. And I'm probably sounding like a massive douche right now. Like, who is this guy judging everyone else's work, saying that they don't have much to share or that there can't be anything to learn from them? But that's how I feel. That's how I feel when I look at their videos at first, like on the surface, and I'm just like, I could draw better than that. Why is it that they've made this video? And then I'll look at the comments and I'll see so many comments saying, thank you so much. This has helped me. This has helped me a lot. I've been wanting to know how to do this angle, and now because of this video, I've been able to draw it, or I've been having a huge art block in my life, and this video has helped me. And I would just have to sit and reevaluate life after reading those comments, because I'm just like, how? And to this day, I don't know how. But you know what the funny thing is? I don't need to know how, because the how doesn't matter. It's just the what that matters. And the what is that it had helped. It has helped. It is helping. All those videos that I'm deeming as not good enough, that I'm putting my own restraints on, the same restraints that I put on myself, they are helping. They are worth putting out. And people are saying that in the comments. So if those artists at their level were at the level that I was years ago, if they can put things out and they can help people, Why on earth am I not doing that? Why do I keep letting myself get in the way of myself? I've been too obsessed with perfection, and unfortunately I'm just not perfect. I'm not perfect, but hopefully I can see that it's okay that I'm not perfect. And I do make mistakes. I make mistakes sometimes. I get things wrong, and I feel like, who am I to teach you? But I need to just start. I need to share whatever it is that I need to share. I need to help, because my idea of where I am now, that is so quote unquote amateurish right now, is someone else's masterpiece, is someone else's Picasso. I'm looking down on myself, but there are so many other people who could look up to me because they have an objective perspective that isn't clouded by a crap ton of ridiculous standards that are almost unachievable by the average person. So I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna post. I'm posting my tutorials. I'm gonna stop being so ridiculously petrified, so scared of just getting things wrong, of accidentally teaching someone the wrong thing or the wrong way, or having my drawings come out looking the wrong way and not according to plan. I'm just gonna start because this is ridiculous. And if there's anything that I learned from all the drawing tutorials online, it's the most important thing that I've learned isn't in terms of anatomy, or it isn't in terms of line work or anything. It's the biggest takeaway that I've had is that it's okay to just post. It's okay to do it messy. It's okay to just post it imperfectly. It's okay. It's okay. I really needed to understand that. I need myself to understand that it's okay to just post it now. You don't need to watch another video. You don't need to do another in-depth analysis. You don't need to go look at someone else's video and try to figure out what it is that they've done and then think to yourself, okay, I need to do this and that, because that's all I've been doing. All it is just procrastination, really and truly. I've been wanting to post, and because I want things to be perfect, I would just go online, because that's what everyone else says. That's what people say. Who if you want to have a good YouTube channel, go online, look up outlier videos that people are having that are like overperforming in comparison to all their average videos and their average view count or amount of subscribers, the ones that blow up. So that's all I've been doing. I've just been looking at video after video after video. This one has 5 million. This one has 10 million. This one has 3 million. This one has 7 million. I've just been looking at them, thinking that, okay, there's going to be some sort of gold mine in here that I'm going to be able to take away, and I'm going to be able to just use in my video, and then it's going to blow up like crazy. But you know what I found after looking at those videos? There was nothing extraordinary about it to me. Nothing. Like, yeah, they just look like tutorials. They just look like regular tutorials by regular people. But people resonated with that, and people watch it, and people get help from it. So I need to stop fearing. I'm no more analyzing. I'm not looking at another video to try to figure out what viral piece of information that they had in there that made it work. You want to know what I've learned that is arguably the most important thing when it comes to being viral is to having the post exist in the first place. Because what good is a quote unquote viral post in your head that's just always being worked on and planned on, as opposed to just something that you put out there? And to be honest, you can't even control virality. You can't even control it, because once you post a video, that's it. Everything is out of your hands. You can promote it, you can do all that, but you cannot make people want to watch your video. All you can do is just post. All I can do is just post it. And I don't even think I should be chasing virality in the first place, because that's something, first off, it's terrible because I have no control over it. The last thing that I should be doing is basing my idea of success off of something that I have zero control over. That is a recipe for disaster, for disappointment, for depression, for just low self-worth, for anything. I should not be basing my idea of success on something outside of myself and my own actions. And even if I do or don't make a post that's viral or a video that's viral, that still shouldn't be my number one concern. My number one concern is being able to help people fast track their journey in art. That's my number one concern. I guess by definition, sort of by a technicality, having a video go viral would do that, because the more people who watch my video and take advice from it would be the more people who are fast tracking their art journey, who are learning things. That's ultimately what I want to do. That was another thing that I didn't accept about myself at first. This is weird, because usually I would want a script, but this is completely off script, because again, I'm trying my best to not wait until the perfect moment in order to act. I don't have a script. I didn't revise anything. I'm literally just in my bed at night. Lights are off, and I'm just talking to myself. Honestly, I guess I'm also talking to you, but this video or this audio is mostly me just talking to myself, just trying to tell myself it's okay that I'm not perfect. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay that you're not perfect, and you don't have to be. You don't have to be. You can be imperfect the way that you are and still put yourself out there. You're still worth listening to. You still have something that you can share with the world that someone would benefit from. And you don't have to have all these arbitrary things in order that you made up in your head that are getting in your way. So please stop. Please stop and just start. As ironic as that sounds, please stop planning and just start doing. But yeah, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. I enjoy teaching in every fabric of my life. I enjoy teaching music. I enjoy teaching art. I just enjoy teaching in general. If I learn anything new, even if it's like how to operate some small contraption, I just like teaching. I like teaching. And I got on here because I want to teach art. I want to teach how to draw the body, how to, and whatever else that I'm gonna learn how to do. And I want to make it easier for you because I wish someone made it easier for me. I wish someone was there to tell me all the things that I know now back then when I first started. But I haven't been doing that because I've been getting in my own way, and I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry that I've been robbing you of whatever it is that I have to offer, what the new perspective, my perspective that I have to offer. I've been taking that away from you because of my own made up rules and things like that. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to apologize. It was wrong of me, and it's something I'm working through. It's weird because it's hardwired in my brain to like want to make sure that things look right before going through with them, before following through with them. But that's the duality of it. That there really is a good and bad side of it, because me, who's a planner, a huge planner, there's a good part to it. You know, for people who plan like that, there's a lot of foresight. They foresee a lot of trouble, and they essentially see things going wrong and fix them before they even happen. And when they actually do have the plan, like when I actually do have a plan and I execute on it, oh man, it's amazing. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. It's just great. It's just great when I execute on it. But that's the thing. I have to execute on it. I have to put it into practice. I have to put it into action. And it's because of planning. The dark side of it is that it's so easy to plan yourself into never moving. And that's what I've been doing because I've been wanting everything to be perfect. And I need to realize that it does not have to be. It needs to exist more than it needs to be perfect. That's what I need to understand and get through to myself. So, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. Honestly, I can't even fully say that, truthfully, because I don't know the future, and I might revert back into the planning phase, but I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it. And you know the funny thing, as a planner, usually when I take action before I'm ready, when I think that it's so early to take action and it's gonna be so sloppy, it always ends up just being so much better than what the average person would think. Like, people would think that I did plan. Even when I take sloppy action, people think that that's polished. That's because that's how much of a planner I am. Even my sloppy is polished. But because I try to polish everything, I spend more time just doing the polishing as opposed to just acting. So it's like, just get out of your own way. Still remember this one time I was at college, and I was working outside of a party because don't ask me why. I was drawing people or selling drawings of people at outside of a party. Like I would draw them live and they would pay like $10 for it. And there was this girl who sat down with her friend. I wasn't drawing the both of them. It was just drawing one of them. They were really cool. I still remember their face so vividly right now. That was definitely years ago. And I remember I was drawing them with a ballpoint pen, and in the middle of this girl's face, I got this, it's like the ink in the pen just shot out, and there was this big old glob of ink that looked weird on the middle of her nose in this picture. Completely ruined the whole thing. I'm like, this is terrible, because the drawing was sort of nice before then, but once that blob got on there, it just ruined the whole thing. And it sucked because it was towards the end. It was towards the end of the actual drawing. So I didn't want to just rip it out and then just start anew. Like, she would see me. She would see that. But I was ready to just do it over. I was ready to give her a do-over because I felt like it would have been wrong if I drew that, if I gave her that messy drawing. So I turned it to her after I was done and I showed her, and her face lit up. Absolutely lit up. I mean, I was thinking she would hate it. She was gonna be like, oh, this is disgusting. How do you think that I would actually pay for something like this? Why do I think these things to myself? That's what I thought. I thought that she would say something like that. I thought that she would hate it because the drawing was essentially ruined by that big old glob on her face. And while she's over here super excited, I'm feeling terrible and guilty. And I ask her, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I actually apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry. Do you want me to do it over? And she just, I'll never forget the look on her face. She was just so confused. She was so confused. She looked at me like I had 3 heads, like I was talking a different language. She's like, what do you mean it got messed up? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do I mean it got messed up? Don't you see? There's this big old ink smear on the smack in the middle of your nose. Are you kidding me? And she's looking at it. She's looking at this picture like she doesn't even have her glasses on or something. Like she can't see. She doesn't wear glasses, by the way. She didn't wear glasses, at least. She's looking after I told her that there was this big old ink blob on her nose in the drawing. She's looking at it. She's like, where? And it was at that moment that it really hit me. I'm really making something out of nothing. I'm really making just a big deal out of something that's so small that people can't even see. That's how much of a perfectionist I am. And it gets in the way so much. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing with posting and with everything. Honestly, so much of the stuff that I'm letting get in the way of me posting is probably stuff that you wouldn't even notice. You wouldn't even know. And that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part, because you wouldn't notice. And in my head, all I would be thinking is, how would they not notice? Because that's what I was thinking with me drawing this girl at that college. I was just like, how would they not notice? I'm seeing it and I'm feeling like garbage after making this. But when she saw it, she just saw a really nice drawing. And you want to know something else? The friend that was next to her also thought it was really good. And she said I was really talented. I mean, yeah, I know I'm not talented. I work for that. But I understand the place that it's coming from. So I said, thank you, of course. And I was just like, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. I just ruined a whole picture of this girl. And she loves it, and her friend loves it, and she complimented me on it? No, there must be something going on. But no, there was nothing going on. If there was anything going on, it was in my head. It's always been in my head. And that's where I need to get out of. I need to get out of my head and onto the paper, onto the camera, onto life. Because if I spend all this time in my head, I'm not going to get anywhere. So that's it. I think that's it. This was a very far from perfect video. I didn't have a script. I didn't plan anything. Honestly, this is just the audio. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the video of this. I'm thinking of doing figure drawing. Maybe I'll be doing figure drawing. Maybe I'll be doing pixel art. Who knows what I'll be doing? Maybe it'll just be a black screen. Imagine that. Just a black screen. And you're just listening to me ramble about how I'm getting in my own way. And maybe that would be okay, because even in that, it would be imperfect, and imperfect action is far greater than perfect action. So yeah, it might just be a black screen. I'm thinking more so it'll probably be figure drawing though. I really like figure drawing. It's so cool. The body just looks so cool. But yeah. So if there's anything to take away that I want myself to take away from this video, it's get out of your head, and it's okay that you're imperfect. It's okay. And if anything, if you want to appeal to that part of your mind that wants things to be perfect, then just post updates. Just post version updates. Like, if, let's say, your legs aren't at their best right now, you don't draw legs at their best. Okay, well, post a leg video. Learn a little later. And then when you've learned enough to see a sizable difference between your knowledge now and your knowledge back then, post an updated video. Post an updated tutorial. Have a leg video tutorial 2.0. And then when you're not satisfied then, or if you learn more from after that, then post another one, 3.0. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get whatever you have now. Whatever you have now is okay. Yes, that right there is what I need to understand and hear and practice. What I have right now is enough. In fact, it's probably more than enough. So much more than enough than I've been realizing. So just do it. Stop looking at Draw Like a Sir. Stop looking at all these other videos thinking that you have to get this in order and that in order. You don't need to attain anything more. You don't need to learn anything more. Just do what you have. Just post what you have. It's enough. It is enough. Okay? Just do it. Stop listening to this video, stop watching this video. Just do it. I feel like that Shia LaBeouf video. I was not intending on doing that, but really, that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. You just do. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. You don't need to learn anything more. It's okay that it's sloppy. Like, fine. I think I need to just tell myself that. I've been trying to tell myself, no, your drawings are kind of okay. They just need a little bit of tweaking. No. It's okay that your legs are a little long or a lot long sometimes two times. It's okay that your heads are sometimes smaller than they need to be. It's okay that sometimes you get things wrong and you make this too thick or this too slim or this too skinny or this too short or this too tall. It's okay. It's okay. Make the video with the short legs. Make the video with the big head. Make the video with the big hands. Make the video with the small arms. Make the video with the torso whose midsection is practically non-existent. Make it. Make it and then rework it later on. So why are you still here? Go do it.